Hello, I'm Darren Jackal. I'm in my studio. I talk about product development, design, and mountaineering. Welcome to another episode of Experimental Design, Discourse, and Disclosure. Well, it's been a while. I only do these episodes, videos, whatever, when I feel that I want to do them. So I'm not really that interested in doing these things, but I'm going to do this one because it's a bit of the final pieces of intellectual property that I've been working on and that I just want to clear off my plate. I don't necessarily think these are going to be of interest to many people, but I'm going to show you them anyways. So today I'm going to talk about things like leashes and straps, and what these are really is an extension of your body, of your hand. Really what we're talking about is grip. So I'll be talking about a couple different types of grip, finger grip, fist grips, and stuff like that, and how they will impact how you hold on to a ice axe or an ice tool or a ski pole. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't care for things like ski pole straps, and I've talked about that before. I find them to be incredibly useful for a variety of things, and when I'm worried about being in an avalanche and having the strap on my wrist drag me down, I just simply grab the pole like this, and I just hold the strap out of the way. Same with ice axes. You'll see, especially if you're out and you see a group of people being guided, a lot of the times their ice axes will not have a strap on them. That's often because guides don't like it if you drop your ice axe and it's flailing around attached to you. In my opinion, if I drop my axe and I am needing to self-arrest, well, then I'm out of luck. So what I have is an option here for using ice axes and ice tools that give you some security with a leash, and I'll show you that next. All right, as per usual, we need to talk about context and the environment. Again, the criteria, the fitness function, the factors, social, economic, technological, human factors, features, affordances, behaviors, accessory attributes, characteristics, constraints, all this stuff. So we're going to look at the leashes that I was using in the earlier days of my mountaineering career, my alpine climbing career, and these are these old Stubai axes. Now these things are pigs. They weigh a ton, and I myself have dragged these up a number of pretty reasonably difficult alpine faces and ridges and stuff like that. And you can see here from Sean Doherty's old Book of Lies, as it's known, that this guy on Andromeda Strain is using the exact sort of pair of ice axes that I'm showing you here. So back in the day, some guys came up with this system for leashing your hands to your tool, and it was designed to allow you to be able to get your arm through it so you could hang and place pro. Well, things have changed quite a bit since these were de rigueur, and now we have axes such as these, which I would have loved to have during those climbs. So you can see that I've been working with a variety of different concepts to do with integrating leashes into gloves, and the exploration here is really, you know, can I come up with a way to secure myself to my leashes or to my tools, my ice axes and my poles without having anything on the tool itself, having everything in the glove. And so this would be the system you would use for using a ski pole. You can see there's this loop under here, and then there's this larger loop. This loop would be used in conjunction with this to allow you to hang on a tool. You could bump it up to this position. I could use it to in pole position in case I was on a glacier and I slipped and I lost control of my axe. At least it's still attached to me somehow. If I want more security, I can put it on the inside here and bump it up and still be able to use this quite effectively. Now I came to the conclusion after a variety of different versions of this to create this, which is just simply a rip-off of a cross-country ski pole system. And it was a much easier sort of sell for myself. You can see I can secure myself on here. I can bump to my next position and still be somewhat secure. I can switch arms between switch hands as I go on a glacier, and I can bump to a more secure position here. Now what I don't have on this one is the smaller loop that allows you to grab the ski pole. So that's the next thing I want to do. So this is sort of finger grip, and this is you know, fist grip. So okay, that's about it. All right, just a few final notes on all this. What we're not seeing here is the idea that is going to go along with the ski pole handle, and that is that there will be 3 settings essentially. So if I switch back to this old version here, you'll see that it just simply slips over this knob. And what you don't see here is, and what I need to design and build, is the system that allows you to hook over it and be completely free. And then there would be another setting where there is a breakaway system where a piece is like it's holding it in place, but it's not fully secure, and a certain level of force will allow it to detach. And then the third would be fully locked out. Why do I want to lock into my poles sometimes? Well, it comes down to being on a glacier and falling into a crevasse and basically letting go of my ski poles and them going down, and now I'm without a ski pole. So that's one of my main reasons. But I also like to be locked in if I'm going to be doing long stretches of flat and I'm going to be poling. I like that idea of not having to hold the pole in my hand for those long durations. So that's pretty much it for today. Again, I'm Darren Jackal. I'm in my studio. I talk about product development, design, and mountaineering. Thanks again for stopping by. This has been Experimental Design, Discourse, and Disclosure. I'm kind of wrapped up the disclosure part of the thing. The next thing I will probably talk about here on this channel is my idea for commercializing these things in the way that I would like to do it. Not saying that it'll ever happen, but I'm going to lay out the groundwork for that organization, that however you want to describe it, that I see potentially being the way to move forward with these things. So stay tuned. It may be here soon. It may be here later. I don't know. I just play this all by ear. So thanks for coming by.